Nigeria will consume all of us in Nigeria if care is not taken, Fayemi disclosed. Ekiti State Governor and Chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, recently completed 2 years in his second tenure in office and spoke on various issues. In an interactive section with some journalists in Lagos, he cautioned that restructuring of the country is the way to go. What would you consider the gains, challenges, constraints of governing Ekiti State in the last 2 years of your return to office? I am in a fairly unique position in the sense that I am not a new kid on the block, so I cannot be excused from lack of knowledge of the challenges of office. If you all recall what I said during the campaigns in 2018, I said I had unfinished business, which was the reason I was returning to Ekiti. Not that I did not have an interactive or I just wanted to be governor for its own sake. I was a minister at the time I chose to go back because of the circumstances of my exit from office. I wanted to ensure that we win the state back and then complete many projects embarked on in my first term, as well as enriched an irreversible development trajectory. In the 4 years that I was out of office, there was widespread suffering and poverty in the state. Ekiti and many will still urge is essentially a civil service state. Payment of workers' salaries should be considered as an achievement. However, when you are a civil service and you are operating in a situation where people have not been paid for almost a year, then it becomes a big deal when you take that burden off those directly affected, not to mention the multiplier effects of others in the state. It is therefore clear that we needed change of leadership in order to get good governance back on the agenda and a sense of purpose back to government. You can recall my campaign confused on restoring the values and reclaiming the land of Ekiti. What was to be reclaimed? I don't know. Take the social intervention programs that we had in the state when I was governor. They were all cancelled by my successors. There was no longer free education program up to the senior secondary level as we used to have in my first term. The monthly stipends for the elderly citizens, Owo Arugbo, and the food banks, Onje Arugbo, as we call it in Ekiti, is also disappeared. The free health program for the under 5 and over 65, the pregnant women and people with disability were also cancelled by the previous government. Now, all these are back in Ekiti and our people are enjoying them. Given our parlous financial state, we figured out a way to run an economy that has also generated more investment to the state. If you look at our agriculture sector now, we decided policy-wise and that is the only way we can transit from being a subsistence agricultural state and to was to find a mechanism to attract more commercial investment to the agricultural sector in the state. We have brought such critical prayers to the agri sector like Terra Agric, Dangote Farms, Stallion Farms, FMS, Promise Point and Cowbell to Ekiti in another 3 months. Promacetus would have reached full-scale production of dairy products. This is something that has led to the rivalry and restructuring of the Ikun dairy that has been moribund for over 2 decades now. We are establishing a special agricultural processing zone supported by the African Development Bank and the World Bank as well. We are in partnership with the World Bank on rural access to farm or to aid agri marketing process. Basically, what that does for us is open up the state by fixing the feeder roads, linking the farms to the markets and so on. Roughly 1,000 kilometers of rural roads in addition to other agricultural infrastructures have been done as well. In terms of roads, one of the most critical roads we have that some of you have passed and complained about is the Ado-Ekiti road. When you go on that road, you will know the problems we have with the so-called federal roads. One of the very first things I did on coming back was to secure support of the African Development Bank to fix the road. Then we ran into an inch with the federal government when they insisted that we should not fix their roads, that they would fix the road themselves. So the governor of Ondo State and I had to approach the AFDB with the support of the Minister of Works, Babatunde Fashola, to relocate the funds to the federal government. The road is now ready for construction and the contractors, Dantata and Sowo, is mobilizing to the site as I speak. We hope that they will finish it in good terms for the people to really benefit from. Thank you viewers for listening to this news. We have heard it all from Fayemi and his plans for the people of Ekiti. This is the kind of leader that we want in this country, not someone that doesn't even care, that whenever the money comes, he uses the money with his family members and himself without even thinking of what the money should be used for. Anyways, that is all by the way. That is left for him. I know that Nemesis will come up with President Muhammadu Buhari, and those that are doing good should continue doing good, and very soon God will reward them gratefully. So viewers, your comment concerning this news is of great importance. Drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish any new videos. Thank you.